Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a Tell the Truth Wednesday. I'm your host, Mike Bara in Las Vegas. I did that backwards. I'm joined, as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays, by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, the psychic lady. She's not a witch. Jennifer Faladori. Jennifer Falah. Fuck. I'm really off to a great start today. Hey, Jen, how was your Tuesday? Exciting, fun, full of fun?
Oh, yeah, all kinds of fun.
All kinds of fun. Jen's a little stressed out about her trip to Vegas. It's all going to be good, Jen. We're going to be good. Everything's going to be great. Okay, so just everybody relax. We're going to have a good time. All right. While we're waiting for everybody to get caught up and get into the stream, let's go ahead and do our usual stuff where we talk about some of our friends and sponsors and things that are really cool. But just a reminder that if you do miss an episode, you can always go to mikebara.blogspot.com where you can pick up links to all of our shows. There's our current show right now. Let's see if I reboot. Are we running? Yeah, I think we're running. There we are. Yeah, we're actually running right now. Last night's Toxically Masculine Tuesday with a lot of controversial discussions about what's going on in Ukraine and worldwide. And no, I'm going to say it again. We do not have to have world peace before the RV can go. It's the RV that brings the world peace. Flip-flops. So don't believe any of that stuff. You can also pick up links to my books, my schedule of upcoming appearances, which is filling up with more of them as we speak. You can pick up reviews of stuff like famous cases like the Calvine UFO photo, analysis of the USS Omaha video, interviews that I've had with other people in the UFO community, all kinds of cool stuff on mikebara.blogspot.com, including the shows. Now, what that will take you to is it will take you to the Rumble channel. Over on the Rumble channel, which is Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Get on over there, like our videos, subscribe to our channel. I want to make sure, yeah, I'm showing. Okay. Wow, it's like within views, within views, within views. It's like a mirror. Anyway, get over there to our channel. You can hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, a little red subscribe button for a mere $5 a month. You can support the show. That's the best way to support it. We have, Jen, almost 7,000 followers now, 6,770 followers on Rumble. If just, 500 or 1,000 of you subscribed, Jen and I would not need any sponsors or anything else, but that would be cool. So get on over there, do that. Or you can hit the Rumble Rant button, which is this little green $ button down there. You hit that sucker. Guess what happens? You can type in any amount you want and support the show, which we do appreciate very, very much. And the advantage of that and super chatting over on YouTube is that your questions go to the top of the pile, top of the slush pile, when it comes time for Jen to do question and answer sessions. But please, folks, again, remember to give us your real name and the name of the person, pet, or entity you are talking about. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at thecbdgurus.com. Hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN. It's all lowercase. Wow, my internet is slow. There's issues today. It's my internet. It's just been really slow for a couple days. Type in the discount code ALIEN, all lowercase, no S, just ALIEN. Pick up this week's wholesale specials along with the products you get. Matt and Lucas are going to throw in some dinar, some bolivar, some dong on occasion. Look at this. For an order over $125, you get 5,000 dinar, 10 million bolivar, and 50,000 dong. That's a pretty good deal. Matt's just throwing it into the box along with all the stuff you get. You got the sleep gummies, the regular gummies for relaxing, the new orange fruit flavored gummies with THC in them. Those are wonderful stuff. And, of course, a new line of especially flavored Delta Super Shots. These are really cool. Delta 8 Super Shots. You've also got the full spectrum oils if you want to use those. Lots of cool stuff over at the CBD Gurus. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based supplements and treats for your dogs, your cats, your horses, and for yourself. So your fur babies and yourself. Just click on the Shop Now button, slide on over there, and take a look at the full line of products. I've got Barkley on Mush Puppies. I've got him on Mojos. These are all mushroom-based dog supplements, and I've got him on the special sauce or the super sauce. It's great stuff. He's getting it all every day. He's doing great for a 12, almost 13-year-old doggy. They've also got special sauce for the cats. Miss Fluffy Muffy, thankfully, is finally starting to eat a little bit of that along with the Sequoia premium cat food. She's finally started to do it. They got chill doggies. Those are great for calming down your dogs if they have separation anxiety. Mush ponies, which are great for horses and donkeys like Henry the Donkey. Also great for large dogs like big German Shepherds and greyhounds and big dogs like that. You can totally give them the Mush ponies and it will be great for them. And then there's the human line of products, the Enforce Coriolis Versicolor, the Enforce Plus for immune system boosting, the clarity for your brain, the restore for your organs and blood pressure and blood sugar, the Enforce Shield. They got gummies for the kids. They got coffee. They got chocolate. They've got starter packs. Send an email to Diana at MikeBaraPets@gmail.com with whatever your or your pet's health issue is. Diana is a certified pet nutritionist. She can get back to you with the best combination of products to use for your animal and for yourself. She and Kristen, the two mushroom ladies, if you go back to MikeBara.blogspot.com, you can see our latest show with them. The two mushroom ladies, they've both, I can't say the C word, but it's C-U-R-E-D, very severe illnesses just by using these supplements. It's been amazing stuff. They have amazing stories to tell. You can talk to them about that. Also, we have our wonderful friends over at LifeWave who give us the X39, SP6, X49 patches. I started going with these a couple months ago. I have a bunch of friends, Joe Evans, Scott, testimonials now from all kinds of folks that have used the patches. They use the science of phototherapy. I can never remember what it is, but the bottom line is simply what they do is they're little crystals woven into these patches. And come on, I just want to go to the shop. Woven into these little patches. You wear them for 12 hours a day, take them off for 12 hours a day, and it basically reflects your own infrared energy back into your body, which stimulates the production of stem cells. And different patches are tuned to different bodily functions. You've got the X39 patch, which is the basic catch-all patch. The X49 performance bundle goes with them. The energy enhancer. You've got basically all kinds of cool different stuff. You've got Ice Wave for the pain. And you've got the SP6, which is what I'm on, the secondary patch that I'm on. Again, my blood work, my hormones are balanced. My blood work came out perfect. My testosterone level, I'm oozing testosterone. Haven't had migraines in 4 months, less than 10% of what I was getting before. And I lost 12 pounds without changing a thing about my diet. Get on over there, link in the description, lifewave.com/Mike Bara. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfalaw.com this week?
If you'd like to reach me, if you'd like to schedule a healing with me, pick up my classes, reach Marcy Hell or Susan Gretz, you can go to jenniferfalaw.com. That is the website where we have things that you do not have to schedule. If you do purchase with Susan Gretz or Marcy Hell, you need to email them after purchase, schedule with them. They do not work for me. They are friends of mine. You can go to philosophy.com if you'd like to schedule a reading with me. There are available slots soon. Let's see. I do have new services up, a mediumship, and other things. You click on the blue button, choose your reading, schedule it yourself, and then you will get notifications and things on.
Yeah,
you do call me, okay? You do call me. I will call you back if you forget to call me. But you're supposed to call me, and you'll get a message before the reading. So get on in there. I do have appointments available this month, and
again, I apologize. There's something going on with my browser.
So that is philosophy.com.
Yeah. Good stuff
get a reading.
over at philosophy.com. There we go. It's a little bit better. All right. That's what's going on over at jenniferfalaw.com today. Also, please do not forget to join Jen and I at the Alien Event / Biomed Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada, coming up on September 12th, 13th, and 14th. Jen's going to be down on vacation, and she's going to be swinging by on Saturday. She's going to be doing readings at the table with me. I'm going to be selling books. Lots of people are going to be there. Everybody can stop by and get a quick, what, Jen, 10-minute, 15-minute reading from you?
Not sure yet. We'll see how many people are there.
And, have some fun there at the Las Vegas Alien Event. It goes on for 3 days. Jen's going to be there Saturday. There's a special banquet after that, and then there in the evening, and then there's a dance party on Saturday night. So we're going to be there the whole time, having a great time, enjoying ourselves. And
Biomed Expo, mostly I'll be doing medical readings. You can ask me questions about other things, of course, but what I really want to try is most of the time I've done healings remotely for people I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm going to do after the is probably just take your hands and do a hands-on healing right there.
Yeah. Wow. So that will be very, very cool. And next year, we're going to get Jen there as a speaker. So it'll be loads of fun. But get it on over there. There's a discount code. If you click on Get Tickets, there's tickets from $104.45. Use the discount code 50 at checkout, 50. You get 2-for-1 tickets. So swing on by, get signed up. It's at the Alexis Park Resort, just off the Strip. You will have a good time, and you'll get to meet me and Jen. And Jen, it'll be the first time we've actually met face to face. So that will be interesting stuff. I see there's some super chats already. John Christopher, thank you very much. And Mignon, thank you very much. I knew a doctor named Mignon Martinez. She was very sweet. All right. Now we're going to head into the news segment, the news update. I don't know if Jen's got any kind of Gentel update or what she's got, but I'm sure she'll have something to say based on what I'm going to say. So, okay. The news. Some interesting stuff. Now, normally I don't refer to news articles. In this case, I am going to refer to a couple of news articles that I find very interesting. I also just got a news update from my main contact. I haven't looked at it yet. I will try to look at it a little bit later, but I don't know what's going on. But this is really interesting. Here's an article here that's really interesting. And the headline is, and this is from the Iraqi news agency. So it is a semi-official, if not an official source. It says the Kurdistan Regional Government, or the KRG, announces an imminent agreement with Baghdad on internal revenue sharing. So the Kurdistan Regional Government announced on Wednesday, that was yesterday or today, it's probably almost Thursday there now, but an agreement with Baghdad on internal revenues is imminent, while indicating that steps have been taken to resolve outstanding issues. Blah, 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 blah. They held talks with the regional committee in Baghdad. We've taken steps to resolve the issues. There's an intensive dialogue, and 120 billion dinars are ready, and we will send them whenever necessary. A delegation from the region held a 3-hour meeting. Expected an agreement will be reached today or tomorrow on internal revenues. In other words, they're going to give money to the main Iraqi government. Now, this is kind of interesting because it's not really the way things are supposed to work. Kurdistan's supposed to share in the oil revenues of the other oil-rich regions of Iraq, of which Kurdistan really isn't one. So why would the Kurds be giving the main Iraqi government 120 billion dinars? The answer is they wouldn't. It should be coming from somewhere else. It should be going the other way. So the other question then becomes, where'd they get the 120 billion dinars? Well, it's very interesting because it just so happens that 120 billion dinar is exactly the amount of dinar that was being held by the United States Treasury. So it appears to me that where Kurdistan got those dinars was from the US. I can guarantee you one thing. They did not sell them to Kurdistan for 1,310 per dinars per dollar. They did not. They had a revalued rate. So what has happened here is that Kurdistan paid the United States the revalued rate, took in those dinars, and now they are negotiating a deal with the main central bank of Iraq to deliver that money. That, to me, indicates that the money has now moved. The U.S. has probably been paid for the dinar that we've held. That's very interesting. And then there's another article that's out that is even more interesting. It is an interview with the governor of the central bank, Ali Al-Alaq, on Wednesday, again, earlier today, our time, overnight. And it says, the governor of the Central Bank of Egypt, Ali Al-Alaq, confirmed Wednesday that all major currencies are covered. Egypt? No, that's Iraq. Told the Iraqi news agency that the external transfer process has witnessed a great development during the last 2 years, whether in terms of method and organization, or through direct communication and direct transfer between Iraq banks and accredited correspondent banks. This expansion is not only the number of correspondent or remittance banks, but also in the number of currencies, he said, noting that the central bank covers almost all the currencies that Iraq deals with for the purpose of large trade. The central bank is witnessing today transfers in almost all major currencies and are carried out smoothly and smoothly. That's a bad translation. It's smoothly and with fluidity. Okay, so that sounds like word salad, doesn't it? Until you start really realizing what they're actually saying. What the head of the Central Bank of Iraq has just said earlier today is that we are pinging all other nations, almost all other nations that we are doing business with. We are sending currency back and forth to all major currency holding nations that we are doing business with. What they are telling you is they have completed their tests, and the only thing left to do to finish this process is to revalue the Iraqi currency. So everything has been done. They are telling you that this test is basically completed, and everything is moving smoothly or fluidly depending on the translation that you use. So, the only piece of inside information I might tell you is that I'm going to remind you again that the Federal Reserve meeting at Jackson Hole, Wyoming takes place tomorrow, as Tony would say from TNT. Tomorrow. It starts tomorrow in the afternoon. So here's what we know. We know that dinars have, we think we know that dinars have been transferred from the United States to Kurdistan. Kurdistan is now in the process of sending that money to Baghdad. The United States did not give away those dinars for 1,310 per dinar. They got 347, 2850, whatever the agreed upon rate is. Kurdistan is now going to turn around and sell that to Baghdad. Baghdad is going to take that in. They're going to shred that. They're going to write that off their books. Central Bank of Iraq just told you they are testing currency exchanges with every major country. Almost all. It said almost all, but that could be a translation issue. But what it means is the tests have been successful. So we are basically ready to go is what they're saying. And we have a deadline, I believe, of this thing happening. It would be better if everything happened before the meeting opens in Jackson Hole, Wyoming tomorrow. Because should they come out with a rate, let's say on Monday, it will make the Federal Reserve people look really bad. Because what this meeting is all about in Jackson Hole, this meeting is about them dictating the path of the Federal Reserve for the next year until next year's meeting. In other words, they're saying this is what we are going to do with the currency, with the money supply, with the banks. Now, if they were to not know that this revaluation was coming, they would look like idiots on Monday when it came, let's say. So it's better to have them absorb this change in currency values into the existing markets and the existing system. It's better if they know about that before the meeting convenes. The meeting ends on Sunday. And on Saturday. The meeting ends on Saturday. And what usually happens at the end of these meetings is a statement is made as to what was discussed, what was agreed, and what's going to go, how they're going to go forward into the next year. What's the date on Saturday, Jen?
I don't freaking know.
August.
Shut up and say August 23rd, God wins.
August the 23rd.
Yes. Let's do that, please, Jesus. I need that right now. Let's do that.
So that's
an awesome win right there. If that happens, that'd be cool. That's just a good story.
That's all I got. So I'm just trying to put the pieces together and sort things out. You look like you were doing a few questions while I was reading out some of that news. What'd you get?
What's going on? But this is really good. If this
now, by the way, wait a minute, just a second before you do this, I would also like to tell anybody who may be watching or listening that everything I came up with came from not you, from people. In other words, it did not come from anybody who asked me not to say anything. So please don't get mad at me if I accidentally said what you already know or what you sent me that I haven't looked at yet. If that's the case, it's purely coincidental. So go ahead, Jen.
Okay. And I have no idea what's going on. To tell you the truth. But
hey, you're just a psychic, Jen. You just happen to have this incredible record of accuracy, but you're just a psychic.
Actually, a prophet, but it's whatever.
A prophet.
So.
Yes.
It sounds like Trump made some kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't care. They're holding a certain amount of dinar. They know they're about to revalue. 4B has got a lot of dinar. All the other tiers have a lot of dinar. So what happens when people exchange? So they don't care about the dinar that they were already holding. He used that as leverage, sold it back, got some money, probably put it in the coffers, used it for something else. Between countries, the rates are high. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, because they know we're gonna revalue, we're gonna do the exchange. The RV process, the Treasury. Okay, so when they take your dinar and they give you a rate, what do the exchange centers do? They sell it back to the Treasury.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Treasury has all this dinar flooding in. They're going to sell it back to Iraq. And they're going to make a country rate on it. I told you, everybody at every level makes money off of this. All right? So if they did that, they are absolutely sure that they're going to have a lot of dinar flooding in and a lot of other currencies flooding in that they're going to be selling back to the other countries. This is just what I think. This is good. This is a good sign. We're on our way. As far as tomorrow in Jackson Hole, the only thing I saw with that is somebody take a big rubber stamp and stamp something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I know. But that is a very good sign that happened, if that is true.
Yeah, and we don't know that it's true, and there's a few vagaries of translation there, but it seems likely. Let's ask this question straight up of the Angels, if you got them on the line. Is that 120 billion dinars, did that come from the United States that went to Kurdistan?
Don't answer that.
Okay.
Let's just all speculate. It's okay for us to speculate.
Yeah. My speculation is, yeah, it did.
Let's just say right now, if that is true,
mm-hmm.
then they know they're going to have a lot more flooding in, or they have had a lot more flooding in, and they have a lot more dinar than we think.
Yeah. Yeah, where the hell did Kurdistan get 120 billion dinars? Good question.
See.
Where'd they get that?
Angels tell me not to answer something. I'm not answering.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just sort of throwing it out there as a rhetorical question. Where'd they get that? All right, so we're in a good spot. We have been for several weeks now. I feel like this meeting of the Federal Reserve in Jackson Hole is a pressure point, and don't forget, August 23rd, God wins. He didn't tell us which August 23rd, but it sure feels like this one is a prime candidate for us to win. For God
Jesus told me that it was in 22.
Mm-hmm.
It's in 22. But if he had told you in 22 that it would be 25, would you all have given up and jumped off a cliff? I mean, I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's true. Now, at that time, here we go. Here's a theory. At that time, paperwork did circulate through certain channels about countries officially signing up for Jassara.
Yeah.
And it was dated August 23rd, 22. Okay. So that could have already been satisfied. But if they had 3 years to get this done, could be August 23rd, 2025. God wins. We'll see.
I just don't see, Jen, how it's a coincidence that this major financial meeting of the Federal Reserve, who at some point has to go gold-backed, is ending on August 23rd. It's finishing on the 23rd. And usually at the end of a summit like this,
yes,
that's when they make the announcements, is the end of the summit.
Well, think about it. Something official like that, paperwork with it has a countries sign up to make the preparations in country. It takes a long time to set something up like this up. There's going to be some kind of deadline we're not aware of. If they had 3 years in total to get this done, and that was August 23rd that the paperwork was signed, and everybody signed up for it to make the preparations in their country, let's say if they had 3 years, and they've run it down to the last minute, which they like to do. All these countries love to do that. And you have within 3 years to do this. That's a possibility.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep. All right. Okay, let's move on to questions and answers for everybody. We appreciate all of you being here. About 2,500 of you here in the live stream. Thanks for being here. Please, once again, remember that questions for Jen need to include your real name and the name of the person or entity, pet you're asking about. That helps Jen get connected and get you a better answer, a correct answer. Also, those who super chat on YouTube or Rumble Rant or subscribe on Rumble get to go to the top of the slush pile, and then we'll get to the rest of you guys after that. So let's start, Jen. Actually, let's go ahead and start with the chat from the Rumble side of the house. We'll pop that right in there and take a look. Make a wish says, Mike, I absolutely agree with you on Melania. Okay, well, we were told we're not talking about that, so we're not going to talk about that. Let's slide on down. Nuhar, a $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Nuhar. As it stands now, where am I likely to meet my soulmate life partner? And is there anything you can tell me about him or how we meet? Interesting question, Nuhar.
Where? In the town that you live in? Okay. There's a social gathering. I don't know if this is like a street fair or it's coming up about a month and a half. Coming up pretty quick. I don't know if it's a church or something. I just see people gathering in a place. It could be a place of business.
Okay, Barb Hood for $20 Rumble Rant. Thank you, Barb. Will my next relationship be my soulmate?
No.
You know,
I'm sorry, but I'm still doing it. What I heard is your soulmate has passed, so I don't know if you were with somebody who passed away. But the person that is coming in for you is definitely the wingman. That is definitely somebody who is a kindred spirit that you know from home and is definitely going to feel like a soulmate. Yeah.
Susan Gretz is in there on Rumble. Hi, Susan. How are you?
Hi, Susan.
Got to talk to you later today. Rita, for $2, says, my husband Joe has been in the hospital for a week now. Sorry to hear that. He had surgery and his blood count is still going up. Can you see what's going on with his stomach?
Husband Joe. Who's the name? I need a connection.
Rita.
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 It's weird. It's like the body it's like almost like the body went into shock during the surgery.
Mm.
It'll even out. It'll adjust.
Okay.
I do think he might have picked something up in the hospital.
Oh, could be a staph infection
Yeah.
or something. That happens a lot. Yikes.
Yeah. They'll get it. He'll be all right.
Okay, he'll be all right. Smartass Wing says maybe one of your patches would make your computer faster. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to put an SP6 on my computer right now and see if it makes it faster. Smartass. Harper MD says Tom McDonald's dog was just diagnosed with lymphoma. Maybe someone from the Mushroom Ladies can reach out to him to help. He posted something on his YouTube channel yesterday. Yeah, send him a link to MikeBaraPets.com. and have them send an email to Diana. And you can, that's MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. And Diana will work with them to do the best they can for the doggy. And they have a great many success stories for pets. Tracy Ross says, the restaurant I worked at closed on August 2nd. Do you see a new one opening at the same location and me working there? Thank you guys. Love you guys.
Yeah. And there's going to be a month or two downtime with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Samantha for $20. Rumble Rent. Thank you very much. Do you see my husband Mike and I buying the property on 25th Street here in Florida soon?
No.
Okay.
There's a better property that you find.
Cool. Kim, who's a $5 a month subscriber, says, my daughter Ashley and her new hubby Brock had their offer accepted on 1510 Woodvale Drive in Bismarck. Sorry, my contacts is calling me. Woodvale Drive in Bismarck. Will the sale go through, and will I need to do a cleanse on it? Will they be happy living there? Sorry. 1510 Woodvale Drive in Bismarck. Will Brock and Ashley be happy there?
There's a lot. Yes, yes, you should do a cleanse on any new place that you move in. Or have a priest bless it. There's a lot of residual energy from past tenants. I think there's a history on the property. I feel like it's been around for a long time. I don't actually see any entities in there. I do see just like holograms of other people walking around. So that's basically imprints. There's energy imprints there. Yeah, we don't want to start taking on the characteristics or, the attitudes of people that used to live there and all their traumas and everything else, especially if somebody was sick and dying. So that's why it's always good to get it a cleanse.
Okay. All right. How do I contact the Mushroom Lady? I missed it. Again, just go MikeBaraPets@gmail.com. It's just send an email. MikeBaraPets, all one word, @gmail.com, all lowercase. And the links in that stuff's all in the description to this video. Lucy XOXO for $5 says, "Hi Jen, my newer smoke carbon detector in the last few days is randomly going off very loud for a few seconds. Its smoke battery is okay. Before I get help, can there be spirits trying to get my attention, or does she just need to replace the battery?"
It's both. This is a loved one who's passed away. It feels like a father figure. It's trying to direct your attention to it, kind of give it a little jolt of electricity there so that you know, hey, you need to change the battery in this.
He's trying to tell you. Yeah, he's trying to tell you.
That sounds like something that Dad would do.
What Dad would do, yeah. He'd say, "Hey, change the battery in this thing." When's the last time you changed the battery in your carbon monoxide detector? That's what dads do.
Do you know I had the weirdest experience today? I was a little down with everybody trying to call me a witch just because I went on RPRN chat, but you know what? I don't care. I am not a witch. So I'm actually against all of that. Anything that is manipulation. So I was just like, and I was stressed about, I've got bills and budget, and I'm very responsible. I don't fall behind on anything. But then I've got this trip that I've committed to, and things have been really slow. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm in too deep. I've got everything booked. I've got everything promised, and I got to make extra money for this. So I was stressed this morning. And there's a light in the hallway in front of the front door.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to get the ladder out and get up there and change the stupid bulb. And I haven't done it. It's been out for like a month. I walk in there right before the show and I took pictures of it. I'm going to put it on Telegram. This is awesome. I didn't ask for the sign. I didn't ask for any sign. I just asked for strength and help and, God, keep me going. My God, whatever, blah, 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 panic. So I walk out and I'm going to go outside and it's on. And I look over at the switch and the switch is off. So all of my psychic friends, you can help me figure that sign out today when I post it on Telegram, but it's on. And it's like right above my head. And I'm like, is this like a light bulb going off or something? I'm waiting for like some kind of idea on how to make money for the trip,
Yeah.
Like, it was just the weirdest thing. It's on. And so I'm like, okay, what's the message here? I don't know. I assume everything's gonna be okay. I mean,
yeah.
That's pretty good. There's a dead bulb in it and the switch is off. I took pictures of the switch and I took pictures of the light. I'm going to post it on Telegram, but that's,
that's hilarious. That's wild.
You think God's not with you? They are.
Yeah.
You ask God, help keep me going. And I come in there and the dead light that I have procrastinated on changing is on right in front of my face. And I look at the switch and that is off. Explain that.
Yeah. It's wild. Florida gal Debbie for $3 on the Rumble rant. Do you see me getting notification for my bonds before my notification for my currency exchange or after that? So Debbie with 1B.
It's like right before. So there's two of them. There's like right before,
boom,
like
boom.
A day or two before the other exchange notification. Yeah.
Okay. Andy, $5 a month subscriber says, my friend Caitlin is having surgery for breast cancer. Sorry to hear that. Praying for clear margins. Do you and the angels see clear margins or other issues? Caitlin.
Jesus just put his hand on my shoulder and said, tell them everything will go well. Everything will be okay.
Good. Linda Tatro is looking for a job. Will she find one soon?
As of now, she's not going to need one. But if this delays anymore, I really like midweek next week, you're going to get at least 2 or 3 opportunities for that. It's going to come in.
That's great. That's great. Let's hope you don't need those opportunities. Robin Joe, $5 a month subscriber, says, could you please tell me when I will get into a med bed? Robin Joe, J-O.
As of now, mid-November.
Okay.
Like November 12th, 11th, 12th, something like that.
In time to stuff your face at Thanksgiving. Awesome.
11/11, do that. That's a good appointment date.
Mikey's wife, again, $20. Samantha, again, says, my hubby's birthday is the same weekend as the Alien Convention, September 12th, 13th, 14th. Alien event / Biomed Expo. Do you see me being able to take him for his birthday?
Funds will become available for that.
Good. Linda S., whose best friend Ada's hubby Dan got some bad news yesterday. She wants to know when he'll get into a med bed. When will Dan P. get into a med bed?
Let me follow the trail here. Now, who was this? Who asked?
Linda S.
Linda S.
Linda S. is asking about her friend Ada's husband, Dan P.
Ada, Dan P.
When will Dan P. get into a med bed?
Energetic stepping stones. All right.
Yeah.
October 20-something.
Excellent. Red, White, and Blonde wants to know, Jen, with your new service Talk with Jesus, what do you suggest we use that for? And for Mike, do you still predict front row seats for Rob Thomas? I am still optimistic about front row seats for Rob Thomas. But
Talks with Jesus, he speaks differently than the angels do. I mean, I'm always, asking Jesus for anything medical, of course, but, you can talk to him about anything medical. You talk about your life path, your purpose, anything spiritual. It just depends. If you just really want to talk to Jesus and you feel like he's, you're not hearing him, then I will assist you in hearing him. Get guidance, messages for the future. Ask how you're doing on your path.
Yeah. I asked Jesus to help me lose weight, and boy, did he help me lose weight. Not necessarily the way I thought he was going to help me, but man, did he help me lose weight.
Ask Jesus to help me do everything.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah. I mean, people won't help you, but Jesus will. Scott, for $5, asks, will I get funding for my architecture drawings before my appointment?
Scott who?
Scott, 1484. Scott.
Oh, okay.
Not our Scott, I don't think.
Will I get funding? Yeah.
Good. Sabrina for $20. Thank you, Sabrina, on the Rumble Rat. Love you both. Will we buy 5709 Twin Cities, McKinney, and will I be able to have a bridal shower there for my best friend's daughter? Sabrina de la Cretas.
Bridal shower is not there. I think it's a public place. There's a good possibility, but when you're actually looking, I think you might choose a different location. There's another one that you're shown that you really like.
Okay.
And that decision is up to you, but that is a possibility, yes.
Evelyn for $10. When will I meet my next life partner, and what do you see about him? Evelyn.
Next March. Tall, large frame, like wide shoulders. Casual, dresses casually. It's going to take more time, but that basically, yeah.
Okay. Mason's mom is now a $5 a month monthly supporter. Thank you, Mason's mom. Barb Scholl is looking for a med bed month, date, time.
That is actually pretty quick. I'm at the tail end of September into October if everything goes well this week.
Okay. Jackie has a question for her and her friend James. Same question. What about med bed times?
October for Jackie, possibly beginning of November for James.
Cool. So coming up soon. Okay, Janelle for $10. Do you see me going to Hawaii in September?
No, it's delayed.
Okay. Lisa for $2. I'm trying to arrange someone to take us to our appointment when this happens. Should I ask Mark or arrange something else? Mark or something else?
Oh, if it's not too far away and you know you got money coming in, just call an Uber. I mean, like, get there.
Get there
Mark,
on time.
Yeah, Mark's probably the best possibility. Yeah.
Okay. Lucy says, my castle's missing. I've been a member for 2 years. Do I need to renew my membership? Possibly, Lucy. I'd go check that. And your castle is missing. Your little red castle. Celia Kaufman for $10. Would it be prudent to call the banks I have found to potentially set an appointment or wait for Forex?
That would be premature. Wait until you
Yeah.
know for sure.
Gary wants to know if he'll have and if there are any messages from his spirit guides.
I'm trying to hear it from Michael. The spirit guide thing, I really need a first and last name to connect to your primary, but to talk to them myself. But Michael says you need to arrange a date for what? Transition, partition, all right, let's see. What does he need to do? There's something that you've been working on. Don't stress out about the it's not the RV related. There's something that you need to do. There's something you need to schedule to take care of something. So not very clear on that message.
Okay. All right, let's pop into the super chats on the YouTube side and see what we got in here. Kim McCarty. Hi, Mike and Jen. I am leaving for Tennessee tomorrow. Will I have a safe and fun trip?
I don't see any problems. Might be a little bit of if you're taking airline, it might be a little delayed. Pack for weather. Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay, good. Red Hat 2Q2Q. Okay, we don't really have a name here, but he's asking about XRP, XLM, and silver. And are there going to be relief checks coming? You know, we've heard these rumors about checks for Doge, tax relief, that kind of thing. Are they going to come up with some Social Security stuff? Is that going to be this month?
Yes,
or not?
I do think Social Security might be going first. The Doge checks or something. I'm actually hearing like November now. I don't know why. I'm not going to do the whole thing XRP in one question. Silver, I originally saw with silver is that there's a possibility for a significant, to double this year by the end of the year. I really see the big rises in silver in the beginning of the spring next year, and I believe that is either because of the transition and also because of the chip manufacturing in the here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I assume that, but that's when I really see it go up a lot.
Yeah, Well, I'm a wildly popular guy while I'm on the air today. Everybody's calling me. Jeru says you should invite TNT Tony as a guest speaker, but you'll have to change the title because he can't tell the truth. Don't be mean to Tony. Look, Tony's dumb. He's not evil. Okay, he's just not very. He's not very smart.
If you're going to say bad things about people, I'm getting hate mail. And I'm not doing anything wrong because of your opinions on the air. So you keep getting crap to yourself and you do it over in your little X circles or wherever you men want to have your little fights. Because I'm not going to be, I have no problem with anybody. All right?
All right. All right. John Christopher for 1999 wants to know, will my future travel be by airline, private jets, or Einstein-Rosen bridges? That's a wormhole, by the way. Yeah. I don't even think they're real, but.
Private jets.
Private jets. Wow. What about me? Air Force One?
No. Sorry. I was going to make a joke.
You're mean.
Moving on.
Hi, Jen. My name is Mignon for $10. I had a dream the other night that the numbers 88 and 88,000 in it. I don't remember the particulars of why those numbers were in my dream. Does it mean anything?
It's either 8,800,000,000 or 880 million.
Either way, it's pretty good.
That's cool.
Judy Carmer for 1999 says, a horse named Dan passed at my barn on Monday. Did Dan and the previous owner, Quignon, know I was there at his last breath? So it sounds like she took in a horsey whose owner had died.
Mm-hmm.
They saw you.
So what I see is the horse getting up, looking at everyone, and then leaving.
Oh, okay. Jim Humphreys for $10. Then it will be spiritual by appointment redemption or just money exchange with the bankers. I guess they're trying to find out if there's some of this stuff about, spiritual appointments or just money. I think it seems like it's just a financial exchange.
I don't understand the question.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Jim, I don't quite understand it either.
So you want to know if you're going to go to Exchange Center?
Yeah.
Or you're going to go to bank?
No.
You're going to go to Exchange Center.
But will there be something spiritual about it, or will it just be a money exchange with the bankers? I guess that's what he's asking. There's going to be a spiritual component to the exchange.
This is a 3D event. Okay. We're living in the, no. Right. There's really nothing spiritual about it. What happens after when the money gets in the hands of humanitarians will be a spiritual event.
Yeah. Okay. Beth for $4.99 says, could you please tell me when my next closing date is on 7123 Broadway?
August 29th. I assume it's August.
Okay. Joe for $4.99 says, hi, Mike and Jen. Will Christopher come back to live with us?
No.
Question? No. Ruth Westcott, will our house in Cedar Key finish?
Yes.
Okay. Allison wants to know if there's any word on Zim in the first basket. I hear conflicting stuff on this all the time. Don't know.
Zim has always been scheduled to go in the first basket.
Yeah, and I was told by other people that Zim, Dong, and Dinar were the three that were done, backed by gold.
It's really actually more important than any of us know.
Yeah.
I can't really explain that, but that's what I'm hearing.
Gina is worried about will we RV before they foreclose on my house in Texas?
Well, I don't really know when they're foreclosing, so that's hard to say. But let me see. As of now, yes. and if all goes well.
Chrissy Crazy Legs for $2 says, "Who is my guardian angel?" Thank you.
Thomas. He wants to be called Thomas.
Thomas, the guardian angel. Nice. So talk to Thomas when you want something, right? Have a chat with Thomas. Will Emily Peterson for $5 move to Alpine or Park City or entirely leave the state?
Leave the state.
Cool. Beth, once again, for $4.99 says, "My husband's birthday is September 12th. Will I have the money to go to Vegas?" I think this is the other question we already had.
Did
To
that?
go to Vegas to hang out with us. Hope so. Okay. Hi, Jen. Gary Moore here. Are you the guitar player for Thin Lizzy, though? That's what I want to know.
That fits in with the other question, doesn't it? With the closing date. And the monies would become available for you to do that. So that makes sense, RV or not.
Good. Thanks for the messages from my spirit guides. Sorry for forgetting to add my full name to the Rumble Rant. Thank you, Gary.
That is fun, Gary. That's
sorry.
Fun.
But are you the ex-guitar player for Thin Lizzy? Pam Bassett for $5. "Do you see me buying this property? It has 131 acres after the RV, or is it another property?"
It's another property. There's not as many acres, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's just like you can't pass it up.
Nice. Lee Milborn says, "Hi, Mike and Jen. Do you see me moving to South America by 2026 with a childhood friend?"
No, that gets pushed off into 27 for some reason, that move. Yeah.
Okay. Rebecca Hill.
It has something to do with the Sarah.
Okay. Yeah. Rebecca Hill says, "My husband Mike has a lump show up on his left side. Is it a lymphoma, hernia, or something else? Does he need to go to the doctor?" I would say you always need to go to a doctor.
Rebecca Hill. Yeah, the information I give is for you to give to the doctor, to direct the doctor. So don't ever not go to the doctor. But husband Mike, lump. Fluid-filled cyst.
Fluid-filled cyst.
And he really needs to have it drained.
But go to the doctor and have it drained. Paul, Iridescent Flames, says, "Is my daughter Valerie better off if I gift her the currency I set aside for her or just create a trust after the RV? What's best for her life path?"
I do think that she's not mature enough or responsible enough or used to having money enough to have that amount of money in her hands. I would put it into some kind of trust that is structured in some way so that she gets used to that. I mean, that's just what I'm getting about what would happen there. And I think you're feeling that.
Yeah, there are certain members of my family that don't handle money very well, so I'm just going to set up a trust for them, and it's just going to pay them out, every year, every month, something like that. So,
as far as the gift tax go, I don't know what's going on with that. Did they get rid of that when they got rid of no tax on tips?
I'm sorry, get rid of which tax?
The gift tax. Is that a beautiful bill?
No, I think there's still a tax on gifts.
Okay, so yeah, I think there are ways around that if you put it into a trust. But I'm not a financial expert. I have no idea, really.
I would talk to a financial expert, Paul. Robert Mullen says, "Trump has always said the U.S. military will not leave Iraq until we are paid. Now there are plans for a systematic withdrawal of remaining troops." Yeah, it kind of makes you think maybe that 120 billion dinars was ours, came from us. Kind of makes you think that, doesn't it, Carla or Robert? Carla Marie, for a $5 super chat, says, "Hey, Jen, do you see me making it to the RV and into a med bed? I'll be on my own. Will I be on my own going forward?" Well, I hope you make it, Carla. Hope so.
She makes it.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay, let's double check the Rumble Rant side of the house, and then we'll get on out of here for
Yeah.
the
What time is
day.
it?
It's about 11:10,
Okay.
but we'll get out of
Guys,
here.
as far as the emails, I don't know why I got flooded. And then you scroll on and I do the emails. I missed an entire block of like 3 days worth of emails. So I'm
Yeah.
totally behind. I'm totally stressed out. I'm booked solid. I've got so many healings I've been catching up on. And so I apologize for the delay, but I will finish that up today. Not all the healings. I can't do that. There's hundreds of them, but like I do a lot of free healings, okay?
Yeah.
But the emails, I'll get caught up on that.
Linda Gardening just says, thank you, Jen, for the answer. I forget Linda's question, but it was about her pets, I think. Both really down today. I gave them currency. It's probably not her pets, so they can RV and get med bed appointment. Taking him down some of my mushroom capsules I just got Monday. Okay. And then Bonnie Gunn, $5 a month subscriber, says I just turned 80 and I'm broke. Will any help come in August? Will she get any financial help in August?
You're gonna get some kind of check for like $1,600.
Good. Leslie, for $5, wants to know who her guardian angel is.
Well, your guide's name is Rebecca. She stepped forward. There's a male angel. It's a very long name. We're going to abbreviate that, call him Peter. Okay?
Okay. All right, guys, that's it. That is going to wrap the show up for today. Thank each and every one of you for being here. We do appreciate you. I will be back on Whiskey and Wisdom tonight. Jen, are you thinking we might do a show on Friday afternoon or evening, or do you not want to do that? What do you think? You're going to wait and see how tired you are after your week, or?
I'll let you know. I might just do one on my own. I'm thinking about I might possibly do like a Telegram chat audio. I'm not sure.
Okay, that's going to do it for this. I'll see you guys tonight over on Whiskey and Wisdom with more of Mike Bara's bad dating advice. And we love each and every one of you. We should see you back here on Monday. We'll have a lot to talk about after the Jackson Hole meeting on Saturday. I want to remind you, I am not saying we're going to RV this week, but I'm not saying we're not. And we are very close. And the news keeps implying that we are very close. So hang in there, stay tough, stay strong, stay hopeful. Stay positive. Let's keep this thing going. And Jen, we're going to sign off, but then I want to talk to you about something before you go. Okay? So can you hang on? All right. Thanks, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Jen.
Bye.